Hello there, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to a match preview. And I'm happy to say that the Premier League is back after 2 weeks of the international break. Of course, England winning against San Marino, drew against Poland, and won against Hungary. Yeah, and then the other games, it was madness. I mean, the Brazil against Argentina was mad. I mean, I don't know what happened. I didn't watch that game, but when I saw the highlights of it, and I just heard, and then I saw the breaking news that eight Brazilian players are not going to feature, I was like, Jesus. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think the only player um for Chelsea who plays a Brazilian is Thiago Silva, and that's it. You know, that's the only one. And then I'm thinking, does he even? I mean, I then I've watched the um the people reacting to that, and I've heard that Thiago Silva hasn't played. I was like, really? So why will you ban Thiago Silva, who hasn't played in that incident? He didn't do anything bad. I don't know. Whoever started it, they should ban them. They should tell them that they are not allowed to play in their league or part of their team in the league. Why ban Thiago Silva? Did he say anything? Did he do anything? No. So that's the real issue I have. Real issue. But yeah, that game was so mad. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. So yeah, eight Brazilian players in the Premier League are not going to play this weekend. I'm not sure about next weekend, but this weekend they're not going to play for the team because of the incident. But yeah, talking of which, this video is a match preview of Chelsea versus Aston Villa, and the game kicks off today at 5:30 p.m. UK time kickoff. And yeah, as much as Thiago Silva is out, there's some other the other three players are out. You know, the likes of Kante, Christensen, and Reece James. Now, the reason why Christensen is injured, I don't know. Was he injured during the Chelsea vs Liverpool game, or was he injured during his international break when he played for the USA? I really don't know why Pulisic got injured, but I know why Kante got injured is because when we drew 1-1 against Liverpool, he got an injury in his thigh during the first half. So that's why Thomas Tuchel took him off and bring on Kovacic to replace him. So I know why Kante is injured in that game. But Reece James, yeah, unfortunately, the next three matches, starting this weekend, then next, like say, over starting from this weekend, next weekend, and the weekend after that, he's not allowed to play anymore. Because he got sent off during the Liverpool game, which I thought that was absolutely horrific from Anthony Taylor. He should never be the referee for any Chelsea games ever again. He was an absolute disgrace. I just don't get it. The ball didn't hit the hand, it hit the knee and then it hit the arm. What are we supposed to do? I know that he should not be doing that because that's denying a goal scoring opportunity, but that is no way that's a red card in my opinion. So I feel bad for Reece James. Felt bad. And now the problem is that going into this game, Aspilicueta now has to play as the right wing back for the next three matches. The next three matches in the Premier League. I'm thankful that he can play in the Champions League when we face Zend on match day one, But in the Premier League, I'm worried, especially if we face Man City. Oh my God, that is going to be a huge miss from that game. I'm hoping that we face Man City, let's say like in October, but I'm hearing that we're facing them this month, and I'm really, really scared about that one because Reece James, when it comes to big games, he can deliver. He can really do well. If it weren't for Anthony Taylor, Reece James, no problem. He will start definitely in the game against Man City and Tottenham, who we face next Sunday. But since he got off, unfortunately, he's not allowed to play. Not allowed to play. So yeah, feel bad for Reece James. So yeah, so the four players are out are Thiago Silva, Christian Pulisic, Reece James, and N'Golo Kante. Those are the only four players who are out. Other than that, we still got a better squad because the game against Liverpool, if we didn't go down to 10 men, we would have beaten them. And it's Ante Telesford that cost us the win. Yeah. But I'm happy that we went to Anfield getting a 1-1 draw or getting 1 point, because going to Anfield is difficult, especially with the Liverpool fans when the crowd is full. It's so difficult. But the way we defended, showing a title performance, was absolutely fantastic. And I praise Thomas Tuchel because he made the substitutions at half time. Still going three at the back, three in midfield, but this time two up top since Reece James got sent off, which was wrong in my opinion. So I praise Thomas Tuchel. He is a tactical masterclass. So yeah, so we've this season we're unbeaten. 7 points out of nine. Um, let's see. Uh, so 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6 goals. Yeah, 6 goals scored and one conceded, and that's the same with Liverpool. So yeah, really not bad. Happy with the result, of course, but not happy with Anthony Taylor whatsoever. Of course, in the first half, we could have put the ball in the back of the net. And then if the first half either ended 2-0 or maybe 3-0, then I'll be happy. Then I can definitely say that we'll definitely win the Liverpool game. But we're just like last season, just not putting the ball in the back of the net. We're just not clinical enough, and that's the problem. But hopefully the game against Aston Villa today will can be more clinical, get the 3 points, and get the clean sheet, because even though there's no Thiago Silva, we've got Rudiger that's been doing well, Christensen that's been doing well, and Trevor Chalobah has been doing well. So I'm not really worried about our defense as well. And of course, Kurt Zuma is I think he's going to go to West Ham in January when we signed Koundé, because Koundé we supposed to sign him today, but instead we signed Saul Niguez instead. So Koundé we will definitely sign him in January. In fact, I forgot to touch on Saul Niguez. Yeah, he we signed him on the last day of transfer, which of course was the 31st of August, and I'm really happy. I mean, Saul Niguez is also a defensive midfielder. Just imagine if him and Kante were playing against each other. Oh my days, that would be absolutely fantastic. Because Jorginho and Kovacic does really well, but look at Niguez, he can score as well, just like Kante. I know he doesn't always score big goals, but as a defensive midfielder, he does really well on the ball. Winning the ball back, running very fast, and at least scoring, because that's what we need. Not only the striker, but maybe a defensive midfielder and probably defense as well. So that's what we need. So I'm really happy. But I don't think Saul Niguez will start this game because he signed him on the last day of the transfer. I don't think he will start. I think he'll be on the bench, and then I think he'll come on in the second half. That is what I think. That is what I think. So yeah, really looking forward to see Saul Niguez play for Chelsea. Now, of course, Lukaku. Now, I think he got injured during the was it a Switzerland game or something like that? Yeah, he got injured. And he scored 68 goals and 100 appearances for Belgium. That is absolutely fantastic. Lukaku, yeah, another great striker. Let's hope that as he does that for Belgium, let's hope he can score at least maybe two or maybe get a hat trick against Aston Villa. Because if we want to get the 3 points, we need to be more clinical. And I'm saying to myself, I think that Lukaku can do that. If we can pass the ball to him and Lukaku can go around the goalkeeper, put it in the back of the net, I can say that we would definitely win this game. Definitely win this game against Aston Villa later today. So I'm looking forward to Lukaku start hopefully get at least few goals, because he could have got it at Anfield, but the defense just didn't want that to happen. So yeah, hopefully Lukaku can score twice or maybe get a hat trick against Aston Villa, which I want. I want Chelsea to win against Aston Villa because last season we didn't do that. When we faced them at Stamford Bridge, 1-1. When we faced them at Villa Park, 2-1. That was absolutely horrific. So hopefully this season we could beat Aston Villa both at home and away. So yeah, so hopefully this game today, I'm hoping for a Chelsea win, a brilliant performance and a clean sheet as well to add to that. So yes, that is all the information. And of course, the reason why I mentioned those four players is because I watched Thomas Tuchel's press conference yesterday, and he mentioned the four players are out, talking about Lukaku and Saul Niguez, and probably Reece James as well, since he got sent off, which he thought that was absolutely horrific from the referee. So yeah, four are out. Saul Niguez is on the bench, and I think Lukaku is going to start this game. So I'm looking forward to see what Thomas Tuchel is going to do. Now, without further ado, let's move on into my predicted lineup for the Chelsea and then versus the Aston Villa game. So let's start with the goalkeeper, and of course, as usual, is Edouard Mendy. Now, he did get the yellow card during the fights between the Chelsea versus Liverpool game after Reece James got sent off, but he was absolutely fantastic. Against Liverpool, making big saves, just concentrating that there's a danger, you know, if it weren't for him, we would have been in big, big trouble. But Edouard Mendy, yeah, has saved Chelsea by at least getting a point. He could have got a clean sheet, but the likes of Anthony Taylor, yes, and that given a penalty, which I thought that was, yeah, unfortunately he couldn't manage to get a clean sheet. And of course, Mendy does really do well when it comes to saving penalties. He's only keeper, so yeah, unlucky for him. But in the second half, absolutely fantastic against Liverpool. Big saves, just making sure that he doesn't want to concede more goals. He doesn't want to do that. So yeah, big up to Edouard Mendy in that Liverpool game. And of course, I know he will definitely start because he's our number one goalkeeper. Now we move on into the back three. Now there's got to be one change from the Liverpool game, of course. So my back three is going to be Rudiger on the left, centre back is Christensen, and on the right is Trevor Chalobah. Now the reason why I picked Trevor Chalobah is because Thiago Silva is out because he's suspended because of the Brazil versus Argentina game. I'm not sure if Kurt Zuma is still at Chelsea or is he or he's a West Ham player. I'm really not sure. But Trevor Chalobah did really well against Crystal Palace. Defended so well, pass accuracy, the tackles, the conversions, everything was brilliant. And also, let's not forget that brilliant goal from him against Crystal Palace when we scored the third goal. That was absolutely fantastic. And I have to big up the Chelsea fans as well, because if they didn't turn him to shoot, that would never happen. He would never score in his Premier League debut. So big up to the Chelsea fans. But yeah, Trevor Chalobah does really well playing as the right hand side centre back pairing of Rudiger and Christensen. I believe he'll be a big game changer, and that's why with him in the team, I know we keep a clean sheet because when he first came in, we got a clean sheet against Crystal Palace 1-0. So yeah, I think Chalobah will start this game because Thiago Silva is out. Let's hope he can put in that same performance as he did against Crystal Palace and perhaps maybe scoring a goal for himself. Let's hope he can do that. And Rudiger, oh my days. If you see that goal for Germany when they faced Iceland, that was a bullet header. Brilliant header from Rudiger. The curl from that as well. When I think it was Josh Kimmich that was getting the free kick because of the foul. He passed it, he kicked the ball right into the air, went straight to Rudiger, and that was a bullet header for Rudiger. If he could do the same thing when we either get the free kick or for a corner, oh my days, Rudiger, as much as I hate him last season, this season he will be a game changer. So yeah, that was a brilliant goal from Antonio Rudiger. Absolutely fantastic. Whereas for Christensen, yeah, he does well for Denmark. I mean, they're still unbeaten. I think they've only just conceded maybe once or none. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But he's done really well for Denmark. Still unbeaten. 5 wins in 5 games. So yeah, I mean, Rudiger and Christensen are really doing well for their team. To qualify for the World Cup in Qatar, which is of course next year. So I'm looking forward to that game. So yeah, those are my defensive lineup. Now we move on into the win backs. Now, of course, as expected, I think Marcus Alonso will start this game because he was fantastic against Liverpool defensively, putting some winning crosses in, and yeah, didn't of course he didn't manage to score or get an assist because of the Liverpool defending really well. But yeah, Marcus Alonso. I mean, as much as I hate him last season, like I said, the likes of Thomas Tuchel, he's getting the best out of these players. And yeah, Marcos Alonso is really starting to. I'm really starting to see the real Marcos Alonso under Antonio Conte, not under Richard Sorry or maybe Frank Lampard. Under Antonio Conte, we're starting to see the best out of him. So yeah, absolutely fantastic from Alonso. Now we move on into the right wing back. Now of course since Reece James is suspended for this game because of the red card. For me, it's got to be Aspilicueta because I thought that he also did well playing as the right wing backs since Thomas Tuchel made changes at half time. I thought he also did well. And of course, he's our captain, our leader. That's what you want. You want to show these people that this is how you defend. Come on, let's do this. Let's at least get a point. And he proved that in that game against Liverpool. So that is what I call a captain performance and a leader. If of course he's not like John Terry, but at least he's getting the best performance and showing these Chelsea defense that come on, let's defend, let's get at least get a point. So that's what I like. That's what I like to see from Aspilicueta. Of course, that is not his best position, but unfortunately, he has to play that position because of Reece James getting a red card during the Liverpool game. Now we move on into the two midfields or the two pivots. Now, of course, since N'Golo Kante is out, injured, I think Jorginho and Kovacic will start this game. Like I said, I don't think Saul Niguez will start because he just signed him on transfer day, but he will come on in the second half. So I think Saul Niguez is most likely to be on the bench before he comes on. But yeah, other than that, I think Jorginho and Kovacic. No, I don't. I mean, not bad. I mean, not bad. I mean, I know that Jorginho is worried that N'Golo Kante is injured, but Kovacic is helping him. The way they defend really well, the way they got the ball back, and we could have had the chance to win this game. These two are absolutely fantastic. Sometimes I'm a bit worried that N'Golo Kante is out, and hopefully, when these two play together, they won't do anything stupid because we don't want to. This game should not be like the West Brom game. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. So yeah, hopefully these two can come on and make an impact. Now we move on into the two wingers. Now the last game I was expecting Timo Werner to start because he does well in big games, but Thomas Tuchel is proving me wrong. He's really proving me wrong because Kai Havertz scored a brilliant header in the game against Liverpool. He done really well, really well, and yeah, Mason Mount a bit of a poor performance from him, a bit of a poor performance. But hopefully, this game against Aston Villa, he could convert these chances into goals because that's our aiming this game. A win is a win, but we need to be more clinical in the final third. And hopefully, Mason Mount can be more better in the Aston Villa game than the Liverpool game. So I'm not sure if Timo Werner will start this game, but since Kai Havertz got a brilliant header, I think I'll put him in my predicted lineup and alongside him in Mason Mount because Kai Havertz um is scoring goals, scoring amazing goals. So I believe if Kai Havertz can be better than last season, then 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 I'll be happy with the signing because last season he was okay, not that great, but okay. But hopefully this season he can be better than last season, scoring goals, getting a couple of assists, and making Chelsea title contenders. So that's what I'm hoping for Kai Havertz. And the last and not least, we move on into a striker. Now, like I said, Lukaku is fit because he got injured, but the medical doctors they had to do everything they can to make sure that Rudiger is okay and he is fit enough. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to start or Timo Werner is going to start. I really don't know. But for this game, I think I might go for Lukaku for this one because Timo Werner, oh my days. I mean, he did get the goal when Germany beat Iceland 4-0, but before that, he missed an absolute sitter. And that's the same way with Kai Havertz as well, both of them, you know. But Kai Havertz did really well to make sure that Timo Werner gets the goal because it hit. I thought that when it hit the post, it won't go in, but the ball suddenly decided to go in, and Kai Havertz just didn't want to score. He wanted to let Timo Werner get the goal. So yeah, big up to Kai Havertz. I mean, I'm not sure, but if Timo Werner starts, hopefully, he can at least do better than last season, which is not miss opportunities and making sure that the ball goes in the back of the net. And hopefully, this time he doesn't be offside every time because whenever he scores a goal, the flag will go up and he's always offside. So I think Timo Werner needs to start his time perfectly and not too early. So yeah. But for me, I think Lukaku has to start because 68 goals in 100 appearances for Belgium is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, those are my predicted lineup. Let me guys know what you think of my predicted lineup. Would you make any changes? Would you like to see Timo Werner start in this game, or would you go with my predicted lineup? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's move on into my prediction of this game later today. Now, of course, in my predictions yesterday, I went for 3-0 to Chelsea, and I'm still predicting by it because Aston Villa, the most important player, Emi Martinez, is not allowed to start because he's an Argentinian. And I think that might be the same thing for Buendia. I'm really not sure. But see, Martinez not starting is going to be a real problem for Aston Villa because they know that Chelsea can be dangerous, you know, when it comes to counter-attacking football. So seeing Martinez not starting is a huge joy for Dean Smith and the Aston Villa fans. So yeah, but I'm still confident because we've got a better squad than them. We're unbeaten, you know. So yeah, I'm hoping and I'm confident that Chelsea will go to Stamford Bridge and beat Aston Villa by 3 goals to 0. Brilliant, a good performance from the Chelsea players, and yeah, getting the 3 points and hopefully a win. And if we do, I'm not sure what would do that. What will happen in the Premier League table, but hopefully we can still chase either Manchester United or perhaps Liverpool in a title race because I don't want Chelsea to be in the top 4 race anymore. I want Chelsea to be comfortable in the top 4. So yeah, that's why this season I'm hoping that we'll at least get into the top 2, in my opinion. Hopefully that we will do that. So yeah, hopefully 3 points, 3 goals and a clean sheet. That is all I'm expecting later today's game. So that's it, guys. That's the end of this match preview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget there will be a live watch along later today. So make sure you stay in tune for that one. And if you don't want to miss it, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the bell notifications. Share this video to everybody that you know. If they are Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, whatever team they support, make sure you share this to people so that they can enjoy it. And make sure you hit this like button if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys later today for a live watch along. And hopefully Chelsea will get the 3 points. Come on, you Blues. Let's win this game. See you guys later today. Take care. Up the Chelsea.